My name is Sierra. I'm the product manager here at Ecomdash, and I will be walking you through our software today. Ecomdash is a cloud-based inventory management software that also acts as a hub so customers can work on multi-channel fulfillment as well as listing. I will be opening the floor up for questions once I have fully walked through the software. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask them. However, I will not be answering them until I've walked all the way through the software. All right, so this first page that we are going to start with is the dashboard. This is where you will land when you log into your Ecomdash account. On the dashboard, we'll provide you quick snapshots into your account so that you can see the overall health of your stores and how you're doing with selling your products. This top row here will provide you with quick insights such as your total products inside your Ecomdash account. If you click the View Details link right here in the top right hand corner, we will navigate you to the All Products page and show you a complete list of all the products you have in your Ecomdash account. This next box right here will calculate your valuation for you. Your valuation is essentially just your cost times your quantity, allowing you to see how much money you've spent on the products you have in your account. Also inside of this box is a real-time count of all of your products that do not have a cost associated with them. This directly impacts your valuation, which is why we have them in the same box. Right next to your valuation box, you have your orders box. We will allow you to filter this out by your year-to-date, month-to-date, and daily orders. And then we have your revenue box. This revenue box can also be filtered by year-to-date, month-to-date, and daily revenue. Now below those gray boxes, you'll see here we have this green status bar. This just provides a real-time count of all of the orders that you have that are in the status of unpaid, paid, or any unshipped shipping orders that you may have. If you click View Details in the top right-hand corner of any of these boxes, we will take you to the corresponding page and allow you to see the orders that are in the unpaid, paid, or unshipped status. Now below that sales and shipments bar, we have your pro tips and announcements section. The pro tips will just kind of give you quick snapshots and tips and tricks on how to get set up inside of Ecomdash. So how to perform like bulk edit inventories. Maybe you have questions about listing setups. These will be here to provide you just insights on basics that need to be performed into Ecomdash in order for you to reach a point of value. Now, right next to our pro tips box, we have our announcement section. Anytime there is a release that goes out, or we have scheduled maintenance, or we just have an announcement we would like our customers to see, we will put it in the announcement section on your dashboard, so it'll be right at your fingertips. If you click the Read More link, this will take you out to the corresponding web page that'll provide you more information on the announcement that we are making. Now below those two boxes, we have your sales channel breakdown. Your sales channel breakdown will provide you a list of all of the storefronts that you have inside of your Ecomdash account, your orders for today, your revenues for today, and then your orders and revenue for the next 30 days. Now, below your sales channel breakdown, we have your graphs. These graphs will provide you quick, comprehensive looks into your Ecomdash account, also allowing you to navigate to these sections quickly just based on what you're finding in your graphs. So the first graph that we have here is your inventory graph. This will provide you a quick look into how many out of stock, low inventory, or products not synced that you have inside of your Ecomdash account. If you click on any of these bars, we will navigate you to the corresponding page. So if you were to click the out of stock bar, we will take you to the all products page and filter by out of stock, so you can see the 204 products that you currently have that are not in stock. Then we'll take you to the low inventory page for any of your low inventory products, and then we will filter by products not synced on the all products page to allow you to see all of your products that have not had a sync go out. Now, right next to the inventory box, we have your revenue and quantity box. So this is going to be your top 5 products sold based on revenue and based on quantity. Currently, we're in the revenue view, so you can see how much money you've made off of these products, and you can see the list of your top 5 products. Then if you change the filter over to quantity, you'll be able to see a new list with all of your products that are the top selling products based on quantity. Then we have a restock graph. This will just provide you a breakdown, a status breakdown for your purchase orders, work orders, and internal transfers. Each of them will be color coded, and if you do click any parts of these graphs, we will navigate you to the corresponding page and filter by that status. Also, we have your listing donut chart. This provides you a look into all of your active listings in Ecomdash. We will provide you with the real number of how many active listings are on your Shopify storefront, along with what percentage of your active listings are on your Shopify storefront. If you then click on this section of the graph, we'll take you to the active listings page and filter by Shopify so you can see all of your Shopify active listings. The same goes for each of the storefronts that you may click. We will navigate you to the active listings page and filter by that specific storefront. This graph here is just to allow you to see what storefronts you can expand upon. As you can see, our new egg list storefront only has one, hold on, it's kind of hard because it's tiny, only has one active listing on it, which means 0.3% of our products are listed on Newegg. So in order for us to expand our company, we'd want to add more products to our Newegg storefront. So that's essentially what the listing donut graph is used for, just to allow you to see what storefronts you can expand your listings on. Now below our graphs, you'll see we have a real-time count for your inventory and your warehouse feeds. Inventory feeds are automated feeds that run into your Ecomdash account, just updating any product information that may be inside of your Ecomdash account. Then you have warehouse feeds. Warehouse feeds are used to export orders and import tracking information for any orders, for any drop shippers that may be set up inside of your Ecomdash account. In the event that you would need to edit any of your feeds, you'll want to click this link or icon right here, and it'll navigate you to the corresponding page, allowing you to then update any feeds that you may need to update. Now below the feeds, we do have our product sync chart. This will just provide you with a rolling 7 days sync. So you can see how many syncs have gone out each day. This just allows you to see how much movement is happening for your storefronts. Syncs are sent out automatically in Ecomdash if you do turn on auto sync, but we will only send out syncs if movement is detected for a product. What do we consider movement? That can be manually adjusting your quantities in Ecomdash, doing a file upload to adjust your quantities in Ecomdash, maybe doing a purchase order, receiving a purchase order in and then updating a status, maybe having a sales order come into Ecomdash. Those are all things that are updating the quantities of your products inside of your Ecomdash account. And whenever we detect a quantity change in Ecomdash, we will send out a sync to your storefronts, just providing them with the new quantity for that product. Now down here we have our footer. This footer will follow you across all the pages, but there is some really good information in our footer. In the support section, you'll find links to the knowledge base in the Ecomdash Academy. This is where you'll find written instructions on how to perform certain tasks within Ecomdash. The knowledge base will provide you with more advanced setup stuff, and then the Ecomdash Academy will provide you with the basic onboarding information that you will need to get set up inside of Ecomdash. Next, we have the video training link. This will take you to our Ecomdash YouTube page, which will provide you with just videos on how to do certain tasks inside of Ecomdash. Also, if you would like a copy of this webinar or one similar to the one that you're in right now, we do have one uploaded on our YouTube channel currently, and we update them frequently so that you'll see all of the newest functionalities in Ecomdash. If you would like to join a webinar similar to the one that you are in today, you'll want to click this join a webinar link to see which ones we have coming up on our schedule. In the about section, we have the meet the team link. This just will allow you to kind of get to know all of the agents and developers that are working for Ecomdash so you can see who's helping you out. Next, we have our community link. This will get you connected with like-minded people and users of Ecomdash. This is a place for you to communicate with one another and see how each other are using Ecomdash. Maybe you can implement some new workflows into your business. Then we have become an affiliate link. This will take you to our marketing site and get you in contact with the correct team so that you can become an affiliate of Ecomdash. Last but not least, we have our contact section. The first link in the contact section is report an issue. If you do see anything inside of your Ecomdash software that you feel can be adjusted, enhanced, upgraded, you can click the report an issue link and leave that information and feedback for us so that we know kind of what we should implement in the next release. Now, down at the bottom of the contact section, you have schedule a call. Our agents are available for support between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. They are available by appointment only, so you will have to schedule an appointment so a support agent will reach out to you via phone. In the event that it's not something that has to be discussed over the phone, you can always click this green support bubble right here to come into live chat between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. to speak with an agent right away. If it is after hours or it's just a non-urgent question that you have that you would like to submit a ticket for, you can send us in an email at support@ecomdash.com and we'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So we're going to go back up to the top and look at some of the navigation that we have on the right-hand side. This first one right here is just a quick links. This will provide you with a faster way to get to your upload inventory screen, a way to create a listing in Ecomdash, a little faster way so that you can download your listings into Ecomdash. And if in the event that you would like to manually upload a sales order into Ecomdash, you can do so by clicking the upload sales order link. In the event that you are looking for a product or searching for products inside of your Ecomdash account, you'll want to hover over the magnifying glass icon. If you're looking for a group of products that are associated and have like the same like prefix for their SKU, what you would want to do is type in that partial SKU and click the magnifying glass. This will take you to the all products page and filter by all of the products that are associated with the partial SKU that you have entered. In the event that you would like to go directly into the product details, you'll want to type in the full SKU, then click open, and we'll take you directly into that product. In the event that you'd want to search for an order using more than just the order number, you'll want to click the order search link. This will take you to the search page for all orders. Will allow you to search using the marketplace order number, the Ecomdash ID, SKU number, the ship to name, and then any billing or shipping information. Also, in case you are looking for a way to search for your products in Ecomdash using a more advanced filter, you can definitely go to the advanced inventory search. And here you can create and or statements using information all the way from warehouse location down to supplier cost. And you can build up your statement to be as complicated as you would like. And in the event that this is something that you would like to use to search often, you can save this filter and apply it whenever you would like to find that same grouping of products. Next, we have our settings section over here. This is just where you'll go to find all of the basic information. We'll go to set any of the basic information inside of your Ecomdash account. In general, that'll be all of your like basic company information stuff. You'll be able to set up your billing, add any employees or users to Ecomdash. You can manage any email alerts that you get. And if you do have any email templates for automated emails that go out to your customers, they can be managed in this section as well. Then we just have, your product section, your warehouse section, and your listing section. That's all going to be where you can go to set any of the like general rules that you have for your inventory or your listings or any of your warehouses. Like if you want to set up a dropship warehouse, you'll want to go into the warehouse section so you can do that. For listings, if you're wanting to use like listing profiles to make listing easier, you'll want to go to the listing section. For sales, if you're looking to set up any custom fields or on hold rules, you'll want to come here so you can set those up. Also, if you have any order cancellation rules you'd like to apply, you'd find them in the sales section as well. For shipments, if you want to set up any like shipping defaults, so you want to select any default shippers, any like default shipping address, ship from addresses, package height and weight for multiple packages and stuff, you can definitely do so in the shipment section. And then last but not least, we have your bulk import and export section. So if you want to set up any manual import or export formats inside of Ecomdash so you can bulk edit your products using a CSV file, you would do so there. And then also if you would want to set up any automated import or exports from your Ecomdash account, you'd also set them up in that section as well. The last section or link that we have in our settings section is for integrations and tools. This is just where you'll go to set up any marketplaces and shopping carts, any carriers, any accounting softwares, and then you'll be able to get any apps that we offer from in this section as well. The accounting softwares that we integrate with are QuickBooks Online and Xero. Those are the only two accounting softwares that we do integrate. Then we have the little person icon. This is just going to be your account information, so your billing as well as your user profile can be found there. So let's hop into the products section. The first page that we're going to get to in products is the all products page. This is just going to provide you with a full list of all the products that you have inside of your Ecomdash account. We'll provide you with the basic information, the image, name, SKU, the quantity on hand, and the date the product was created. Here will allow you to see up to 250 products at a time. The bulk actions you can take on this page are performing a sync now, so manually pushing out a sync to your storefronts, turning on and off auto sync, removing your products from Ecomdash, which in no way will affect your listings on your storefront. It'll solely remove your product from Ecomdash. You can export your inventory from Ecomdash, print barcodes, bulk edit your products, and create a purchase order by selecting your products in bulk. On this page will allow you to filter by supplier, warehouse, and inventory type. And then we have multiple different views on this page. So the current view that we are looking at is the default view. So this is just all the basic information that will generically provide you on the all products page. However, if you would like to see more in-depth information about current activity happening inside of your account for each individual product, you'd want to use the current activity view. Here we'll provide you with the same basic information that was found for the default view, but we'll also elaborate on it by providing you your on order quantity, your committed balance, your in-transit quantity, your last sold date, and your last received date. Another really popular view that we have for the all products page is the forecast view. The forecast view also elaborates on the default view by providing you your on order quantity, your reorder by date, the supplier that's assigned to the product, your average monthly sold, and then your 30, 60, and 90-day forecast. Also up here in the top right hand corner, you'll see we have a view history dropdown. This just allows you to see all of your history for any syncs that have gone out and have failed, or any files that have been uploaded or exported from Ecomdash. We'll also allow you to create brand new products from this page. We do have 4 different product types inside of Ecomdash. The first one is just your run-of-the-mill standalone product. The second one is a kit. Kits can be identified as multi-packs or bundles. And then we have your built products. Built products are products that have to be assembled before they can be sold. This could be a bike or a necklace, for instance. Necklaces are comprised of pendants, clasps, and chains. You wouldn't sell them to your customers unassembled. You would, of course, put those 3 items together and then sell the necklace to your customer. Then you have your parent product. Parent products are used as kind of an umbrella for linking all of your children's SKUs together, which then will create a variation listing, allowing customers to select size and or color, or etc. There's a lot of different variations that you can have for a product. Last but not least, we have your create a draft section. This is just all of the methods that we have inside of Ecomdash to create a draft listing. Draft listings are before your product is actively listed out on your storefront, you have to create a draft, thus editing any of the required storefront fields just to make sure that you're meeting the requirements of your storefronts. Okay, so we have 4 different methods in which you can create a draft. We have the individual method, which just says you will choose a storefront. We'll show you a complete list of all the products that are not on that storefront. You'll choose one of those products and get it listed out to that storefront. Then we have the bulk method, which then allows you to choose a storefront. We'll provide you a list of all the products that are not on that storefront, and then you'll be able to select multiple of those products to send out to one particular storefront. Then we have your listing builder. The listing builder will allow you to select multiple products in multiple storefronts and list all of those products out to all of those storefronts at one time. And then we have our quick list. Quick list will allow you to select one product to get sent out to multiple storefronts at one time. So those are our 4 different methods for creating a draft. It's one-to-one, so one item to one storefront. Then we have many to one, which is multiple items to one storefront. Then we have many to many, which is multiple products to multiple storefronts. And then we have your quick list, which is one to many, one product to many storefronts. So that is the all products page. Oh, before we navigate off of this page, we do have a low inventory page that is associated with the all products page. If you were to click the low inventory button with the number of how many low inventory items you have, it'll navigate you to this page, allowing you to see how many products you have that have dropped either below their reorder level that was set inside of Ecomdash or have reached a level of 0, a quantity level of 0. Also, if you wanted to do a physical inventory check inside of Ecomdash, like for one of your warehouses, you'll want to click the inventory audit button, select your warehouse that you're going to be auditing, and then click begin. Once you click begin, you'll just want to go through aisle and bin, count your products, and add that quantity into your physical inventory check. All right, so now we're going to move into the draft listings page. Again, the draft listings page is just where you would go to edit any of your products, any of your listings for your products before you send them out to the storefront, making sure that you have all of the storefront required information filled out and that your product is up to the standards that you would have it to be. On this page, we will allow you to see up to 100 draft listings at one time. The bulk actions you can take on this page are validating your listings, publishing selected or all, so a few or all of the draft listings that you have, and then you can cancel a draft or export selected drafts. We'll also allow you to filter by storefront and status. So on this page, we'll allow you to see your image, SKU name, SKU number, name, status, storefront, listing price, and the date added. The status section is great for allowing customers to see at a glance whether they or not they have edits they need to make for a particular listing or if they're ready to be listed out. The status of ready, of course, just means it's good to go. You can send that listing out and it should be successfully listed on that storefront. Edits required does mean that there is missing required information inside of that listing. And draft means this product has not yet been validated. So what you would want to do to validate your listing is select the listing, go to bulk actions and click validate. Once you click validate, the status will update. The status has now gone from draft to edits required, which means I have to edit information for this product in order for it to be successfully listed out to my storefront. In the event that you do not validate your listings and you just submit them all over to your storefront, if any of them are to fail, they will then go to the failed listings page that can be navigated to from the draft listings page. On this page, we'll provide you with all the exact same information that was found on the draft listings page, except for instead of a status, you'll have a status message. This message will include in it why your product was not successfully listed out to that storefront, allowing you to know exactly what needs to be updated in order for it to be successfully updated. If you'll notice on the top right-hand side, these buttons have now changed. We have a View Submitted Listing and a Create a Draft button. The View Submitted Listings page will take you to your listing history. You'll be able to see all of the listings that you have submitted out to storefronts, no matter pass or fail. We'll keep all of that history there for you, so at any point, if you need to go back and look at historical data, you can definitely do so by clicking the blue button. Then we have the Create a Draft button. But this way will only allow you to do the individual method or the bulk method, which again is one-to-one or many-to-one. But the listing builder and the quick list can only be accessed through the all products page. So the last page found in the products section is the active listings page. This is just going to provide you a full list of all of your active listings that you have out on your storefronts. We will allow you to have we'll allow you to see up to 250 active listings at a time. The bulk actions that can be taken on this page are exporting your listing price file submitting revisions, ending your listings, bulk editing your products, and editing tags. Will allow you to filter by storefront, any research revisions, and sales research. Will also allow you to filter by listed price, cost, map price, and profit percentage. The active listings page is very similar to the all products page. The only difference is instead of seeing a product one time, you will see the product listed one time for each storefront it is on. The example for this can be these headphones. It's listed on both Shopify and WooCommerce, and we have two separate prices on each of the storefronts. Yes, Ecomdash will allow you to have your product on multiple storefronts with different prices, and you can edit all of that information directly inside of Ecomdash, meaning you can run a sale on your WooCommerce storefront and not on your Shopify storefront. They're not the same. If you'll look up in the top right hand corner, these action buttons have changed once again. We have your view history section, which will allow you to see all of your listing submission history for your listings, any listing imports. So anytime you've done a listing download to bring products into your Ecomdash account, that'll be logged right here. And then in the event that you're importing and exporting any listing price files, you'll be able to see all that historical data right here as well. To import a listing price file, you'll want to click this button right here. Then you'll just click Browse, choose your product, choose your file, and import it into Ecomdash. If you would like to download your listings into Ecomdash, you want to just click this orange button in the top right hand corner, and then we will navigate you out to this page that'll provide you a full list of all of the storefronts you're integrated with. You'll just want to choose whichever one and then click download. That'll start the process of downloading your listings into Ecomdash. So that is the entire product section. Let's move into the Restock module. The Restock module consists of 3 different modules that will just assist you in updating your quantities for products. So the first one being the purchase order module. Purchase orders are used in case you're running low on inventory and you need to reach out to one of your suppliers or vendors to get more of that product into your Ecomdash account. The first page that you'll get to when you go to the purchase orders page is the new purchase orders page. On this page, we will allow you to see up to 100 purchase orders at a time. You'll be able to filter by suppliers, status, as well as accounting status. Let's go into a purchase order just so you can see what the inside of one looks like. This is the inside of a purchase order. We'll provide you with the basic information for the items on the purchase order, such as the image and the product information. We'll allow you to set your cost and your reorder unit quantity. We'll calculate your merchandise total for you, but we leave your sales tax, brokerage fees, discounts, duties, and shipping and handlings empty, as we don't import that information. If you would like for us to keep track of that information, you can input it into the software and then go up here and click Save. We'll save that information into Ecomdash, and we'll be able to pass that information on whenever you submit your purchase order. To submit your purchase order, you'll just want to go up here and click Submit. We have 3 different methods just depending on what your supplier would prefer. You can click Submit, and then you can communicate to your supplier on your own. You can click submit an email and we'll email out this purchase order to your supplier. And then you can click submit and print and we'll generate a PDF for you to print out. So you can either fax or physically take your purchase order to your supplier. So once you have marked a purchase order as submitted, it'll then move from new to open. All of the orders shown on the open purchase order page are either submitted or partially received. Yes, you can partially receive a purchase order if you have not received it all from your supplier. So maybe they send you the first box of many. You can go ahead and accept in those products, but we won't close out your purchase order for you unless you tell us to. We'll just move it to a status of partially received and allow it to stay on the open page with the rest of your open purchase orders. Once you have marked a purchase order as received, we will send out a sync to all of we'll update the quantities in Ecomdash first, and then we'll send out a sync to all of their storefronts, allowing them to see that your new quantity is in stock. The status will then update to received, and it'll show on the received page. Now, the actions that we have on the top tier for these pages are viewing your uploaded orders. So in the event that you are doing a file upload to bring in your purchase orders into Ecomdash, you'll be able to see them right here. And then if you would like to add a brand new purchase order into your Ecomdash account, you'll want to click the orange Add New button. The next page we're going to navigate to is work orders. Work orders are used to create more built products so that you can send them out to customers. So for this example, instead of a necklace, we'll use a bike. This page is set up exactly like the purchase orders page, except for you can't filter on this page at all. Will allow you to see up to 100 work orders at a time. And let's go inside of a work order. So on this work order, we will provide you with all of the basic information for your built product. And if you click this green expand button right here, you will see, one second, it should be, there we go. And if you click the green expand button, you will see all of the components of that built product. So this built product is comprised of a bike chain, seat, 2 wheels, handlebars, and that's all you need to create this bike. So you'll set your reorder unit quantity. Will then calculate your material cost for you based on the cost that's set for all the components. Then you have your labor cost. Labor cost comes in when you set a requester. Requesters are employees or users you have inside of your account. Inside of your users setup, there is an hourly wage field that only managers can see. Managers, if you set that hourly wage and then you add that employee to a work order, you'll be able to calculate their labor cost for any work order that you have them performing. So if you have a specific person that works at your company that builds all of your products for you, and you want to see how much labor is actually going into each individual item you're selling, you'll definitely be able to do that within our work order module. Then we have your landed unit cost, which will then just take your material costs plus your labor costs and then divide them by your reorder unit quantity, and that lets you know how much money has gone into each individual bike that's being made, thus allowing you to say, it cost me $67 to make this bike. I need to be charging more than $67 in order to make a profit off of this bike. We'll calculate your labor total and your materials total to provide you with a total built cost for your bikes, so you know exactly how much money you've spent on all of the bikes that you have inside of your storefront or that you're selling. You can also submit this just like you would a purchase order. So I'm going to go ahead and submit so I can kind of walk you through the work. All right, so once you have submitted your work order, it'll move over to the open section, just like it did for purchase orders. And this is just going to be while your work order is being worked on, you'll be able to go in and check on the status of it right here. In the event that when it gets completed, we'll update the quantity inside of Ecomdash and then send a sync out to your storefronts to let them know you have more quantity available. The action you can take in the top right-hand corner on this page is creating a brand new work order. And last but not least, in the Restock module, we have your internal transfers. Internal transfers just allow you to track your products moving from one warehouse to another. So say I have a North Carolina and a Colorado warehouse, and I have all of my stock for one product in my North Carolina warehouse, and I would like to move some over to my Colorado warehouse. I'd want to create an internal transfer so I can track the product movement from one warehouse to another. Also, with your product being in transit, you won't be able to sell that amount until it arrives at your other warehouse destination, right? So by creating an internal transfer, it's just allowing you to track the process of moving your product from one warehouse to another. You can also track the process of moving from your merchant fulfilled warehouse to your FBA warehouse. We will allow you to send your product from one of your merchant fulfilled warehouses to your FBA warehouse. This is what the inside of an internal transfer looks like. Very similar to the work order and also the purchase order. We want all of our screens to have the same look and feel so customers don't feel lost when they get to each of these pages. On the right-hand side, you'll be able to see your destination location as well as your origination location. If it is an FBA location that you are sending your products to, This is what the destination location page will look like when you're setting it. You'll choose your FBA location, then you'll choose the package type. Is it case packed or individual? You'll choose the country it's sending to, and then you'll choose your subdivision. In the event that you're sending it to another one of your just merchant fulfilled warehouses, that's even more simple, as it'll only generate the warehouse name and the address for that warehouse. Then you'll be able to track all of your shipping information right down here. So your ship date, your tracking number, your shipper, and the estimated delivery date. Internal transfers go through kind of the same process as work orders and purchase orders do. Instead of them being open, they'll actually be in transit because your products will be in en route to your next warehouse. And also that quantity will be unable to be purchased while it's in transit. So we have to mark it as in transit. Then once it has been received at the next warehouse, you'll just mark it as received. We'll update the quantity in that specific warehouse and then release that in transit quantity to be sold once again on your storefronts. So that is the entire restock module. Let's move on to sales. So the first section that we get to in sales is the unpaid sales orders page. This page will allow you to see up to 100 sales orders at a time. The bulk actions you can take on this page are creating a new purchase order from the sales order, printing an invoice, a pick list, or a packing slip, marking an order as on hold, canceling an order, or editing a tag. You can filter by warehouse and storefront on this page. The history pages that you can navigate to from the top of the sales screens will be import orders. So anytime we import an order into Ecomdash, it'll be tracked into this history page. If you manually do a file upload to create a sales order inside of Ecomdash, you can track all that historical information using the upload sales order link. Then we have exported files. So anytime you export a file out of Ecomdash or an order out of Ecomdash, you can track it by going to exported files. And then any automated emails that go out of your Ecomdash account can be tracked here as well. If you would like to create a brand new sales order, you can do so by clicking the Create a Sales Order button in the top right-hand side. The next page that we'll be getting to is the on hold orders page. In the event that you have any orders that are marked on hold, they'll show on this page. We'll allow you to see up to 100 on hold sales orders at a time. The bulk actions that you can take on this page are printing an invoice, a pick list, and a packing slip, marking as off hold or canceled. We'll allow you to filter by these reasons. So these are some of the on hold rules that can be set inside of your Ecomdash account. It can be on hold for being out of stock, missing order information, being on back order or pre-order. You're waiting a PO to come in, you're waiting on a customer, it needs to be reviewed, or you're waiting on fulfillment center. You can manage your on-hold rules by clicking this blue link right here. This just takes you into the settings section for on-hold rules, allowing you to properly set them up for each individual storefront that you have inside of Ecomdash. Meaning you can say, if I'm missing any of this information on any of my sales order, automatically place it on hold for me. Then you have your view history pages that I went over just previously on the unpaid screen, as well as another link for creating sales orders. And last but not least, in the sales order, in the sales section, we have all of your paid sales orders. So for most of you, your orders will come in as paid because you don't allow for like cash on delivery or you don't accept deposits. You do cash up front and we'll ship out your product. On this page, we'll allow you to see up to 250 sales orders at a time. The bulk actions will allow you to take on this page are printing an invoice, pick list, and a packing slip. You can create a shipping order and a purchase order, as well as export your orders manually, mark an order as complete, canceled, or on hold, and edit any tags associated with your sales orders. We'll allow you to filter by warehouse and storefront. And in the event that you have any order feeds that run to like drop shippers, we'll give you a method in order to manually run those feeds. So you'll just want to click the Run Order Feeds button, and we'll automatically export those orders manually for you. So let's go inside of a sales order so you can see what that information looks like. So up here in the top left-hand corner, we'll provide you with the basic information for your order, such as the Ecomdash ID, the storefront it came from, who the order is assigned to. So if in your warehouses you assign an order to someone and they pack the boxes, you can assign it to them so they can see that they have an order assigned to them. Then you'll be able to see your delivery method as well as when the payment was received and the link to your marketplace. So you can see the order directly on your storefront. We'll provide you with the image, the name, the SKU number, the Ecomdash reference number for your product, as well as the item ID. And if you have a UPC set, it'll also show on your sales order. You'll be able to see your order quantity as well as your order price. In the event that your customer says, hey, I would like to change the information or I would like to add another one of those products to my order, you can definitely edit that information and or the price. We'll calculate your merchandise total for you, but you will have to set your taxes, your shipping and handlings, discount, and other fees if you would like for us to total that up inside of your Ecomdash account. On the right-hand side, you'll be able to keep track of all the bill to and ship to information, as well as if you have any custom order fields. They'll be found down here in the order field section. So that is what the inside of a sales order looks like. Up here in the top right-hand corner, of course, you all have your view history page as well as your create a sales order link. And that is the entire sales section. So just a basic information for Ecomdash and how we work with sales orders. We bill based on sales orders based on monthly or yearly. So you can sign up for a yearly subscription and we'll, say you have this allotted amount of orders for the year. Once you surpass that number, we will start your subscription all over again, right? We'll bill you again and we'll start that year all over again. Now, for monthly, you get billed monthly, of course, but that's based on how many sales orders come in on that month. So say the one month you have 100 orders come in, we'll charge you $60, and then the next month if you have 200 orders come in, we'll charge you $90 based on the tiers that we have set up. If you would like to see a full list of our pricing tier, I highly recommend going to www.ecomdash.com, clicking the pricing link, and we'll provide you a full breakdown on our monthly and annual costs. Sales orders will come in automatically from your storefronts, and when they come in, that is when we will reduce quantity inside of your Ecomdash account. We do not wait till you fulfill the order. We will automatically deduct the quantity as soon as the sales order comes in, thus preventing any oversales from happening. If we were to wait for fulfillment, that leaves you a large gap of time that another order can come in for your product and could potentially cause an oversell to occur. So now let's jump into this shipment section. We have our shipments broken up into kind of 4 different segments right now. So we have our generate label queue, input tracking queue, your dropship queue, as well as your FBA MCF queue. The generate label queue will just walk you through the process of taking your paid order all the way through the process of being fulfilled by a merchant warehouse, which means you'll take your paid order, you'll create a shipping order for it. Once you've created a shipping order for it, then you'll need to assign a carrier and get the rates for it. So we have a couple of different methods in which you can generate the label. So the first method that we have is the individual method. In the shipping orders little section here, we'll provide you with your oldest shipping order. You'll be able to select a carrier for it, your package type, and your confirmation type. Then you'll get the rates for that one particular order. You'll be able to apply the rate to this order and move it along so you can generate your shipping order. Once you apply the rate to this order, the next order number 23 will generate in this section, and you'll move so on and so forth individually through all of your orders. Now we also have a bulk ship method. So with bulk ship, you can edit anything from 10 to 100 shipping orders at one time. This will select all of those shipping orders that you have on the page. Then you'll be able to say, I want FedEx to be the carrier for all of those orders. These are the package types for all of those orders, the confirmation for all of the orders I've selected, as well as the shipping service. You'll then generate the batch and you'll get a rate for this entire batch, not each individual shipping order, but for the entire batch. The last method that we have for generating a label is the worksheet method. The worksheet method is originally how we had it set up in Ecomdash, and then we moved to the individual and bulk methods, but a lot of our customers requested to have this back. This worksheet method does allow our customers to kind of jump around from order to order. We won't put any constraints on you. You can choose, how many orders you work at a time. If they have different shippers, you can generate the rates for each individual one instead of as a group. You can see them individually, but then you can also perform bulk actions, which will allow you to print the shipping labels for all of the orders that you've selected, print pick lists and packing slips for all of the orders that were selected. You can mark them as shipped in bulk or individual. We kind of just give you free reign on the shipping worksheet page to work as in bulk or as individual as you would like. So that is the generate labels queue for shipments. The next queue that we have is the tracking queue. So like I said before, this comes directly from the paid ready to ship. But in the event that this is an item that is fulfilled by like a drop shipper and all you want to do is send tracking information out to your storefronts, this is what you will want to do. You'd come into the input tracking section, you choose a carrier, then you go down to the order and put in the tracking information, and we can send fulfillment out to your storefront, letting your customers know where their package is actually located. And you can work this as individual or as in bulk as you would like. So you can do one at a time, or you can do up to 100 orders at a time. It's completely up to you. Next, we have our drop ship queue. So for those of you guys who are using drop shippers, if they are being exported out automatically, this is the queue that they would go through, of course. So on this page, you would have all of your orders that have been picked up by a drop shipper and sent out. We move it into this queue separately so that you don't get it confused with any merchant orders, because if you do generate a shipping order for a dropship order, it won't get picked up automatically. And the same goes for the FBA MCF queue. In the event that you have orders going to FBA from like eBay or Etsy or somewhere, you would want them to go into a separate queue so that you don't work them as a merchant order, because then FBA will not pick up those orders. Last but not least, in Ecomdash, we do have free reports for all of our customers. We have over 40 free reports ranging from accounting all the way down to shipping, just for our customers to generate at their own leisure. We do not charge any additional money for those, and I highly recommend taking advantage of them, as it'll help you stay connected with your storefronts and allowing you to check the health of your account overall. All right, so that is the entire software. I am opening the floor up for questions. So let's get into it. The first question is how many storefronts we can have. Ecomdash won't put a limit on how many storefronts you can have, so wherever you sell, you can add it to your Ecomdash account. I drop ship only directly from my supplier. I never stock any items myself. How does Ecomdash sync my supplier stock levels and update those stock levels on my sales channels? So let's answer that first question. What you would want to do is set up a Dropship Warehouse inside of your Ecomdash account. When you set up that Dropship Warehouse, you'd want to set up 3 different feeds. You'd want to set up an inventory feed so that we're able to communicate quantities back and forth with your supplier, and they're able to update us on the quantities that they have. Whenever we detect the quantity change for any products coming in on that inventory feed from your supplier, we'll update in Ecomdash and send a sync out to your sales channels. The second one you'd need is an order feed. And so that's just whenever an order comes in from one of your sales channels, it'll automatically get picked up from your supplier so it can be, fulfilled. And then the third is the tracking. So whenever your supplier is fulfilling an order, they can send tracking back to us, and we'll be able to send that tracking out to your customers so they can track where their product is at. And then here's the next question. What happens when my supplier goes out of stock on an item I've listed on my sales channel? Will it update my sales channel immediately? Yes, whenever we receive a inventory feed from a supplier that is out of stock, so if it has a quantity of 0, we'll automatically update that quantity to 0 and send out a sync to 0 for your storefront. In the event that your supplier is one of those suppliers that'll just remove a product from the inventory feed altogether versus giving it a 0 for quantity, there is a setting inside of your warehouse when you set up this supplier that'll just say any items not found on feed, mark as out of stock, and then we'll do that as well, and then update the storefronts. Do you charge QuickBooks and Xero separately? No, it's free to integrate those with Ecomdash. However, they have their own separate fees, but Ecomdash is not a part of them. We don't charge you to integrate those accounting softwares. Can we schedule product file or inventory imports? Yes, you'll want to set up an integrated import format, which just will allow you to choose specific times for them to be uploaded or intervals of time for them to be uploaded. How do you sync to a dropship supplier's inventory feed, custom FTP feed? Yes. So it can be set up as either like an FTP, or if they only do like emails, we can set that up as well. FTP, however, is the most common way. Your supplier doesn't necessarily have to be able to create an FTP site for you, because we can do that for you for like an additional $15 a month, like host an FTP site for you. As long as they can get the file out to the FTP feed, we'll be able to connect with them.